don't want to have any lost phones, so please just keep it so if you drop it, it lands in the boat. The other thing is, please just take your free hand and hold on to something, whether it's the seat in front of you, bar in front of you, bar beside you, or the person beside you, because we're all friends on the Harbour Hopper, right? I'm going to jump off the mic. Captain Kristen has to radio into Halifax Harbour traffic to let them know we are a boat to become a boat. How's that for my Nova Scotia accent? A boat to become a boat. Here we go.
Do you want a big splash?
Yeah.
All right, big splash it is. I can see a seal. Yeah? Really? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here's the I'm probably going to scare him with this splash.
What is it?
It's a seal. Yeah, they don't stay up for very long. They get wet.
We like kayaking and we go rocks and stuff too. Yeah. Hopefully we see those baby colors. Yeah.
They're more rare.
Yeah.
Seals are
Ready?
Here we go. Ready? Woo-hoo! Make some noise for Captain Kristen!
Oh yeah, wheels are still out.
Yes. Hey guys, can I get two adults to please move over to this side of the boat? Just move from your right over to your left, please, just for buoyancy purposes. We also have a little bit of room in the seats down here if you want to, it's all good. Yeah, Captain Kristen says that's much better there. Awesome, okay. Perfect, thank you guys. All right, I'm gonna stand right here in the middle because I can now that we're on the harbor. It's a little less bumpy for us. Welcome to the Halifax Harbour. We are now a boat. Woo! All right, you guys are in one of the deepest naturally ice-free harbors on planet Earth right now. Way down there in the Bedford Basin, beyond that bridge, it's about 200 feet or 70 meters deep. Yes. I want you guys to keep your eyes peeled for marine life while we're in the harbor here. We did just see a seal stick his head out of the water, so you can see seals, they're very common. We actually have 3 different species of seals in the harbor here. We have harbor seals, of course, we have gray seals, and we have Navy seals. Get it? You can also sometimes see harbor porpoises and seabirds like osprey and cormorants. Alright, this building that we're passing here on our right, that is Casino Nova Scotia. That was opened in 1995 by Caesars Entertainment. Yes, the same Caesars that operates in Las Vegas, Nevada. The difference with us is, though, we don't have Celine Dion and Mariah Carey. They actually went bankrupt in 2005 and they closed briefly, so I guess they lost that gamble, right? But reopened shortly after by the province of Nova Scotia. It's run by the government now, and I'm sure they would love for all of you 19 plus to go in tonight and make a deposit, right?
You're probably good to move back over by then if you want to. I think they're good, yeah. You're probably good.
Yeah, we're good now. We're seated now. Is everybody comfy? We good? We're all comfortable now? Okay. Just wanted to get our buoyancy. Yeah.
I'll talk about that in a second.
All right. I did get a question about this ship over here. So that is the GPO Grace. That ship, it looks like it has the Google logo, but it's actually the GPO logo. That ship is part of an offshore installation project. They're actually installing wind turbines off the coast of Cape Cod, Massachusetts, that are eventually going to power 17,000 homes in the New York area. So that's a partnership between the States and Canada there. We're happy to be part of that. And speaking of green projects, have a look over to the right here. You see those 2 beautiful office towers that we're passing? Those are the Brody's Wharf Towers. The coolest thing about those, if you look at the support beams on the bottom, those white beams, those are support beams, but they're also pipes. They suck up cold harbor water, circulate it all the way to the top of the building and back down again in a form of geothermal cooling. So those buildings there with all that glass next to this body of water, they don't have any air conditioning. They are geothermally cooled. Yeah. That was actually come up with by a group of Dalhousie University engineering students. There you go. A group of cool students, right? And the best part about the Halifax Marriott Harbourfront Hotel here is the murals on the back. Do you guys see those beautiful murals there? So that's part of the Halifax Mural Fest that's going on all summer. You're going to notice more beautiful artwork on murals around the downtown area. They're all done by local artists, and they're meant to represent anything like Halifax or Maritime or Nova Scotia related. I heard the mayor actually applied to do a mural himself, but they had to turn him down because they don't accept crayons. I don't know. Yeah, I had another question about the other ship down there. So they are sister ships. That's the GPO Sapphire down there. There's also two ships, the Orion and the Oriole. If you Wikipedia them, they're really cool. They have gigantic cranes on them, and they are the ships with the cranes that'll lift those parts off, and they'll actually do the installation of the bases of the wind turbines there off the coast of Massachusetts. Our harbor is large enough and deep enough, and our bridges are high enough that we can take the largest container ships and the largest cruise ships in the world in this harbor here. We actually have the cruise ship Oasis of the Seas in just a couple weeks ago. It's one of the largest on the planet. It holds over 5,000 people. And Captain Kristen is bringing us by the Halifax Ferry Terminal here. You're going to see it on your right. Has anyone taken the ferry over to Dartmouth yet? No? Oh, no. Oh, awesome, yeah. Our ferry takes a little less time than the PEI ferry. We actually have the longest continuously operating saltwater ferry system in North America here. It started back in the 1700s with one guy and a rowboat. Yeah, and he had room for one passenger. That's right, yeah. And it took 2 hours to cross the harbor. So imagine that, it's the late 1700s, you're taking the rowboat ferry across the harbor for 2 hours with a strange man. Well, now you can take the ferry. It takes only about 12 minutes, and there's only a few strange men on the ferry, I promise. That's waving everybody on the cable wharf there. The cable wharf is the wharf that sticks out the furthest into the harbor there, and that's why I like it as a favorite spot to get a seafood dinner. They have a nice patio where you feel like you're pretty much in the harbor when you're dining there, so I recommend Cable Road if you want to get a seafood dinner tonight. Alright, and over there you're going to see Queen's Mark Development. That's that building with all the glass on it. Now us Haligonians, we're very happy that that building's finally finished because it took them 5 years to construct it. But it's our only 5-star hotel in the city. It's luxury condos, really nice restaurants there as well, and some shops. And you probably noticed the stairs going down into the harbor, those steps. Please do not swim in our harbor. They are not meant for swimming. Our harbor has currents, it's cold, it's salty, and it is full of boats. So if you want to go ocean swimming, there are some great spots, a short drive from Halifax. Those steps are actually meant to be an art piece to represent how welcoming our city and our harbor is. Ask a Haligonian what they think of those steps, though, and they'll tell you. And I'm going to leave it at that. All right. On another note, the CSS Acadia, that ship there that's green and white and yellow, I love that ship. It's over 100 years old. That's the only ship on the planet to have survived Halifax explosion and both World Wars. CSS stands for Canadian Scientific Ship. Yeah, they used to do scientific missions up in the Arctic with it. It is now proudly docked inside the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic, which is that building right behind it there. I'm going to talk a lot about Maritime Museum on this tour. I promise they don't actually pay me to say that. I just think it's an incredible resource for learning about Halifax history. And K181 there, that's the HMCS Sackville. That's the last remaining corvette from a fleet of corvettes during World War II. Corvettes were the fastest ships in our fleet in World War II. We're catching right up to the Tiki Bar just in front of us there. If you guys have a look to your right, you're going to see a really nice catamaran sailboat there, the Red Reeve. That's my family's catamaran. I'm offering private tours after this one. Nah, just kidding, I wish. We do get visited every year by some really nice sailboats and luxury mega yachts and cruise ships as well. Nothing like that in today, but we do have the GPO Grace and GPO Sapphire to look at today. Oh, alright. And I'm a little grumpy at this part because we're coming up to my favorite part of the boardwalk, and of course I'm stuck here on the boat on the Harbour Hopper tour, which is lovely. I'm with all you lovely people, but I'll tell you why I get a little grumpy. See those hammocks there? Well, Waterfront Development Commission put those hammocks in several years ago, and they're really nice to lay in, or so I hear. There's always somebody in one whenever I go to get one. I've only ever seen them free when I'm on a Harbour Hopper tour. I know there's a free one there. Does somebody want to run up after the tour and like claim one for me and save it for me? I've never laid in one of those hammocks before. There's only ever a free one when I'm on a tour. That's okay. I love my job and I love doing the Harbour Hopper tours. Alright, once we pass the tiki tours here, we'll give them a little friendly wave. If you guys look up and to the right, you're going to see some red umbrellas. Do you guys see the red umbrellas up there? That is the Bicycle Thief restaurant, one of the more famous restaurants in the city. The Bicycle Thief up there, that's where all the celebrities eat when they come here. So, Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe dined there in 2017 when they were filming the movie The Lighthouse. I know because I saw them. And last summer, Chad Michael Murray dined there when he was here filming Sullivan's Crossing. That's filmed here. And in 2015, Judge Judy dined there. Yeah, that's right, when she visited Halifax. So if it's good enough for Judy, it's definitely good enough for me. And just in front of those orange umbrellas there, you guys are going to see some blue lampposts that looks like they're all bent out of shape. Do you guys see the blue lampposts over there that look like they're all twisted and bent? Those lampposts were bent last year by Hurricane Fiona. No, totally kidding. They're an art piece. They're meant to look like that. Gotcha. They're called the drunken lampposts. Yeah, they're meant to signify three friends having a really fun night on the town in Halifax. Yeah, do you guys remember earlier when I talked at the top of Signal Hill about the signaling mast that would send signals using flags? Well, they would send signals down to that island right there. We're going to see it on our right, George's Island. There is a signaling mast at the top of George's Island as well. They would send signals using flags that meant different things in code. So they might raise a flag that says, oh, the French are attacking us, get the soldiers ready. Or they might raise a flag of a pizza that's like, hey, I'm calling Domino's, do you want pineapple? Things like that, right? 1800 stuff. All right, enough with the bad dad jokes for now. I'm going to jump off the mic for a sec. I'll come around. I'll offer to take some photos of your groups for you. When I jump back on the mic, I'll tell you the story of Halifax explosion.
You want a photo? You guys already